Hey, Peter, we're live, buddy.
Hey, how is everybody doing today? This is a little bit different venue for us, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever done this inside one of our properties, but you know, we ended up here today, and this just kind of an underlying theme because on Tuesday you were in a hospital, right? I told everybody.
Yeah.
So Julie wasn't on our Tuesday night call, and I told everybody why you weren't there. You were actually out there helping out with a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of this, I think this is the theme for this whole week, right?
Yes, but they're almost done. Everything's almost done.
Was it on this deal you cut yourself?
No.
It's another one. Okay. So the theme continues. We keep on ended up in different deals. This morning, I literally stopped at the office for just a couple of minutes to fix something up. Julie's like pulling up behind me. She's like, hey, I got to go over to a deal. Got to take a look at what's going on with one of our partner deals, which we'll walk you through here in a minute. She needed a little help, so I jumped in with her, and here we are doing a bunch of stuff.
T-shirts and all.
T-shirts and all. But guys, this is an interesting story here. Not an interesting story. It's this kind of story you could probably do a seminar on, right?
Oh yeah.
This is a deal we started doing a couple months back, and literally all the way through the deal, issues happen. I mean, all the way from even before closing to where we are today. So I wish. Can you pull up the before pictures on it?
I don't have that.
Okay. I wish y'all could see the before pictures on this thing.
Imagine a hoarder house.
Well, not just a hoarder house, the kind of hoarder house that you would see like in a TV show. I mean, I like 3-4 months ago, I actually stopped. Oh, I know why I stopped at this property, because when we were doing our reality show shoots, we did it outside of this property. So I walked in here, and I mean, literally, the garbage was like off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were parts of this was like literally could have been on a TV show itself. Mm-hmm. So, and I want to show you first. I want to show you the finished product of what our partner-driven deals look like when they're finished. And then Julie and I are going to tell you the story, because there's a lot of teaching moments in the story. So this is a 3-in-1, 3-in-2?
3-2.
So it's a 3-in-2. We still got a couple little things going on here. Y'all could say hi.
Hey, how you doing?
So we got a couple of our construction guys still out here getting some stuff done. Julie, what'd you do in the kitchen?
Well, all these, he refinished all these cabinets, put new doorknobs on, painted inside and out of all of these. Actually, we saved a ton of money here because it had what was here?
It was a double stacked stove oven that was sitting in that area. And what we did is we took it out and we turned it into a shelf, so that we could now, instead of having a double stack and spending the extra money on the range, then we'll go to a gas unit that has an oven right there. We took the cabinet that was over here in this area beside the refrigerator, and we were able to put it here, use it as a pillar. Then we added a little extension here, so the range hood would all be centered up.
Cool. So pretty much we did everything.
New granite countertops with a lid, so we've got, somewhere to eat some breakfast and things.
All right, cool. Did you do anything to the flooring?
Oh yeah, the flooring was so bad in this property, you could actually put your foot through it.
Yeah, what we did is we went and put an underlayment over the top of it to secure the floor, make it more stable. And then we ran all the laminate and then run the cord around the edges of it.
Okay, so new flooring, paint job?
Oh yeah.
Totally new paint job.
25 gallons worth of paint, probably.
25 gallons, all new fixtures.
All new fixtures were installed. The fireplace was painted too before it was just regular brick.
Okay.
And so we did a few repairs to that, painted the inside, then we stained them out to match the floor.
Okay.
So to give some contrast.
Okay, cool. Anything to the ceiling or no?
The ceiling, basically what we did is we went around and spot all the stains and where we blocked all the stains out, and then we went back and painted the ceilings.
Sweet. All right, so basically is there anything we didn't do? Bathrooms, we did everything here?
Oh, all new bathrooms. Replaced all the floors, put new tubs, new toilets, new
Mirrors, fixtures, towel bar holders.
This is essentially these bathrooms is like brand new construction.
Just like brand new stuff.
Yep, all these bedrooms, perfect little bedrooms and closets, new doorknobs. We didn't replace the doors, we just painted those. All new electrical outlets.
Baseboards too were installed, new baseboard. It's a 4.5-inch base.
Mhm.
Get it.
This window was rotted out.
So that window was nice.
Nice. Okay, and new bathroom in there too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much every single thing that could be done, major and a lot of minor things, right?
Uh-huh.
We did. All right, so guys, this is a typical finished product that we do all over the United States. But now, here's the teaching moments. We're going to talk to you a little bit about how.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to talk to you guys a little bit about how this whole deal came about. We found it actually through one of our own people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of our own people, David, who you guys hear about, that does a lot of our social media, he initially found this deal through a buddy of his, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right before we even bought this deal, literally before closing, our cost of this property went up by about $12,000. This is before we even closed on a deal. The deal started kind of going sideways on us a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to pay an extra, almost around $10,000 for this property. Once we bought this property, within the first 30 to 60 days, we lost our partner.
Mm-hmm.
Within the first 30 to 60 days after buying this deal, we lost our partner that we were doing this deal with, which happens.
Mm-hmm.
Right around that time, didn't you also lose your contractor?
Yes. And the contractor did such bad work, we had to redo everything he had initially done.
Pretty much almost had to start over.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty much had to start over. And here's the reality of it. And the reason we have no problem sharing this with you guys is, A, we want to be very transparent. The other thing, we just want to give you reality of what real estate is for those of you all that are trying to do this thing, maybe try to do it yourself and trying to contemplate, well, do I do it with these guys themselves? We lost quite a bit. We're not going to lose money in the end, but during the rehab project, we had to redo it. Did you have to redo it like $10,000?
Oh, yeah, if we had these guys to start with, man, But one thing we did that did come out of it, had we not went through that, we wouldn't have met these guys. We
That's right.
wouldn't have, had someone that can help us with some of the rest of our properties. So, in every, bad situation, you've got to look at the positive influences that it has on you. So, I really feel, even though it was something bad to happen, we had a lot of positive things come out in the end.
Absolutely. And I guess you could say the greatest thing about this deal actually happened at the end. As you all could see, there's still some construction going on. There's some people out there working in the yard. We really don't have this on the market officially. But this weekend, we had a property, we had this go under contract at full price before we had to list it, before we had to put it in MLS, before we had to do anything to it. This property went under contract. So in the end, I will tell you, the two things that we have is what made this deal work. We have capital. I was able to withstand financial losses, through the deal. As the deal gets finished, we're going to make money on it. But through the deal, this cost me easily, probably another 25. Julie just had to step out, but she knows the numbers better. I think throughout this deal, I spent an extra $25,000 to $30,000 that we were not expecting to spend. And the other thing we had is we had experience. Because in the end, that's what you need. You need money, you need experience. If you got those two things, you're going to be able to solve about 99% of the issues that come up in real estate, okay? So anyway, so we thought it'd be interesting to share this with you guys. But guys, look, we want to let you know a couple things. Number one, this Thursday call is about you guys and any questions that you guys may have. It's not about us. We're always feeling like we're teaching you guys. We're teaching you through our Facebook page. We're teaching you guys through Tuesday night calls. So we feel like we know that we're putting a tremendous amount of content out. Mm-hmm. But what we wanted to do is we did this Thursday calls is we want to give you guys an opportunity to ask us questions. What we've also kind of thought about, because we are putting so much content out, is that going forward, we're going to go to just one of these Thursday calls a month for a couple of reasons. Number one, our coaching clients, our partner-driven coaching clients, they're just taking up our time. It's fantastic. I mean, not like in a bad way, but in a fantastic way. They are doing deals. I mean, and we want to focus really on those people because, let's be honest, they're putting time into this thing. They're putting effort. They're investing capital into themselves. So there's no question, those are our priority. And as we're growing with those people across the United States, I mean, it's not uncommon for me to see Julie in the morning and she'll be like, man, I was talking to our partners across the United States all the way to what time do you talk to them sometimes?
9, 10 o'clock.
9, 10 o'clock at night. So, you know, and literally as we were just driving over here,
I gotta go move your car.
as I was driving over here to meet Julie, you know, we were on text messaging about a deal that we're going to be hopefully closing on with actually Lee, who I know joins us sometimes on these calls. So because we're putting a lot of content out, because we're so involved with our partner-driven coaching clients across the United States, we're going to cut back these Thursday calls to just one call a month. We'll let you know when it is. But remember, guys, it does not mean we're not accessible. It does not mean we won't answer your questions. It does not mean we're not going to be participating on a daily basis inside our Facebook group, which hopefully this is being piped through. We're still there for you guys 100% of the time. And I'll be honest with you. We know most of y'all want to elevate yourself. You want to elevate yourself in your life, in your business, and you want to elevate yourself with us by being able to get to those, you know, where your ability to work with us personally. And this is why we believe so much in investing our time, our effort, our knowledge, our expertise into the Facebook community, into other questions that come up, because we want to get you there. We want to get you there where we can actually grab you, start working with you one-on-one, and then it's lights out. And then phenomenal things are going to happen. Anyway, but again, tonight or today is designed for you guys. It's designed so if you have any questions, we can answer them. And this lighting's awful here. So Rafa, if you could hear Julie have to step out. I don't know if there's any questions, but if there are, if you can pipe them through to me or read them to me.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
So we have Jamari ask, what's up, Jamari? Let's say I skip trace a property you found while driving for dollars, and the address is not too far from me. Is showing up at this address a bad idea?
No, not at all. I mean, that's really combining two fantastic strategies, driving for dollars and knocking on doors. You know, and Jamari, by the way, Jamari, killer stuff. Love what you're doing. Love the commitment. Love the effort. I mean, you're like the epitome of what someone needs to do here in order to get here. So that's freaking awesome. But I built this business off knocking on doors. So no, I think that's a fantastic thing to do. You know, my pitch when I knock on doors is very simple. What I used to say is I'd just say something along the lines of, you know, this is kind of my name is Peter Vexelman. I'm a local investor, and there's kind of a shot in the dark, but somebody told me there's a property for sale in the area. And I was just taking a shot that it might be yours. You know, does it happen to be yours? And then I just shut up. And most of the time, every once in a while, they'd actually say, yeah, I've been thinking about selling, and that's great. And then you just kind of go on with, you know, trying to figure out if you could do a good deal. Obviously, most of the time, they're going to say, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. In that regard, what you're going to do is you are going to swing, Jamari, to the line that is going to make you the most of the money. Well, do you know of anyone potentially looking to sell their property? And this is where I got all my leads from, because that's when they're like, well, gosh, yeah, I was at a picnic, you know, last weekend, and George across the street was talking about possibly selling. Or this is where they're like, well, gosh, I heard that Mary lost her job, and, you know, I understand they might have to move. So it's that second line. Do you know anyone that might be? That's the line that got me, that got us all the leads. Good question. I love it. Continue doing what you're doing. It's you're doing a fantastic job, not only for yourself, but you're a total inspiration to other people inside this community. I can't see that.
Andre asked, is it easier to do a lease options opposed to finding deals in an area where there is 50 investors for each deal?
Well, look, don't think that just because an area has a lot of investors in it, that's an area to stay away from. And by no means don't think that just because there's an area has a lot of investors that they're all doing one strategy. And it's like there's this one strategy like lease option that works, and no one's doing it. But all these other strategies, everyone's competing against. That's not how it works, okay? Usually if an area tends to be filled with investors, couple things. Number one, that's a good thing, because what that does is that validates you're doing the right thing in the right place at the right time. So that's a validation. okay? The other thing is, I would not necessarily pick a strategy strictly based upon that no one else is doing it. Now, if it's a strategy I want to do, if it's a strategy I've kind of done, used to, understand, I'm unique with it. You guys hear me talk about creating those unique playing fields for yourself. That's one thing. But just to go out of the blue, just say, well, gosh, here it seems like there's a lot of guys doing this. No one, should I do leased options? Let me just tell you something. Anytime you do a one-off in this business, especially a long-term, like lease option is not a short-term play. That's a long-term play. Anytime you do like a one-off, it's not like something boom, 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 and you move on. It is like literally rebuilding a business. That's like somebody saying in a restaurant, well, I've always been Mexican, but now let me just kind of start doing American. Yeah, sounds good, but you're going to need to have different utensils possibly. You're going to need to have different ingredients. You might have to have a different chef. Same thing in this business. You need different buyers. You need different sellers. You need different marketing strategies. You need a different pitch. You need a different way to negotiate that deal. It's a big undertaking. So unless you're already doing it, Andre, I wouldn't necessarily just kind of one-off a strategy.
Well, that looks like all the questions. Sorry, guys, I keep running in and out. We just got a lot of people over here today.
All right, well, guys, remember what we're going to do, and we're going to kind of bring this to a close because that's what we wanted to do today. We wanted to show you one of our projects. We wanted to tell you a story. We wanted to answer what if and any questions you have, and we wanted to tell you going forward how we're going to be handling these, okay? We're here for you guys. We are flat out excited about what we're doing. We're flat out excited about our partners across the United States. We're excited about the community members that you guys are part of. We're constantly on the Facebook page, learning ourselves, interacting with you guys and all this. So we're not going away by any means. We're just kind of rescheduling or redoing our schedules. Anything else we need to add?
No, I appreciate you guys being on. If you want to do a deal with me, sign up for our one-on-one partner-driven coaching program, and we could be doing one of these beautiful homes because we've got this one sold, another one sold. I'm ready for like 3 or 4 more.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye.